Welcome to another video. So today we're going to be talking about what happens if you crash your bike whilst you're in Thailand, Asia, anywhere like that. Because unfortunately I had a bike accident. And of course it's a hired bike. If you saw my other videos, you'll know why I'm wearing these sunglasses. I bought them at the markets yesterday, see that video, but at the end. So unfortunately we had a little bit of a crash. You can see that the bike is actually quite a new bike, but this is what the damage is. So we've got scratches here, we've got scratches here, we've scratched the front, a little bit of the side, and of course they always go for the underside. They're always going to bring that one up no matter what. A little bit over here. Fortunately, it's all plastic, but there's a problem, a big problem. Thank you guys. The big problem is this is a hired bike, and when you hire a bike they make you sign a contract and they take your passport or a deposit, but pretty much most of them take your passport. So they've got my passport. What does that mean? Well, obviously I'm a bit screwed because I need my passport to leave, and I wouldn't leave anyway. It goes through everyone's mind, you know, could just keep the bike and never go back. I could go repair it, I don't know. So I've been speaking to a lot of people, I've done a lot of research, and I've spoken to the hostel owners, I've spoken to another bike rental company that I'm actually friends with that I didn't hire off those guys. And this is what I've learned. So of course it's my fault, you know. I have to pay, that's fine. You need to accept that, you know, if you've damaged the bike, you've hired it off somebody else, you know, you have to pay, and you've signed a contract to say that if you do damage the bike, you need to pay. That's fair. Doesn't matter whose fault it is, and guess what? There is no one else's fault. This was a slip under sand, hit the floor, banged my head bad, cut myself up, and my arm's not in the best way, but it's a lesson learned. Very lucky that I'm alive, but I'd be grateful. So because it's hired, they have the power, and the question is, how are they going to price this damage? Unfortunately, when it comes to damage, the front part is the most expensive. Now, if you look at the bike, things are made in sections. You can see here that this is a section and this is a section. So they should be able to replace just this section because there's no damage on the front, but there is, however, damage here. So this is a section that's plastic again. It's going to need to be replaced. Morning, mate. How are you? Just looking at the damage, eh? It's not good. So this whole section is going to need to be replaced, but it's plastic, which is good. There's no actual mechanical or metal parts that have been damaged. This bit here is the wing mirror, and yes, it's a bit wiggly now. Wiggle, wiggle. So this is going to cost roughly about 500 to 600 baht apparently. This front bit might be around about 2 to 3,000, maybe 4,000 for this plastic bit alone. Plus this might be 1,000. We've got the underside that they're going to go for. Again, it's plastic, thank God, but they have to pay for it. Again, another plastic part here. I've spoken to the hostel owner of Phang An Arena, a really nice guy. He said he thinks it's going to cost around about 7,000 to 8,000 for the whole lot to be fixed. That's a lot of money, isn't it? Yeah. 7,000 to 8,000 is around about £200 to get this stuff fixed, which is a little bit annoying because one, I can't just go to a workshop and get it fixed myself. It might be cheaper doing it that way, but they never touch hire bikes, and I've learned this on the internet, and I've learned this off the guy here. If I go to a place to get this fixed, they're going to call up the owner and say your hire bike is here, so it's a waste of time. So my only option really is to pay whatever they're going to say. Now, you can't negotiate with Thai people because this is a Thai owner who has it. He hires bikes out, he's got a hotel as well. You see my other videos, we actually see him in the videos, so hopefully he'll go nice on me because I've been there 3 times already. But yes, I'm going to have to pay whatever he says, and you can't negotiate with these things. You can try, but they're really tough. However, if this is you, there's one other thing you can do if you're on your own. If you don't have that and you're on your own, go to your local police station and ask them to come down with you whilst you go down to get the bike back. What this sort of ensures is, yes, there's good Thais and there's bad Thais. Unfortunately, there's some corrupt Thai police. There's also good ones too. So what this ensures is if we go down with the police officer, we're very likely going to get the proper price list, and we're not going to get too scammed. Probably the wrong word. Have to pay, but I don't have to pay as much, because the police officer will make sure that, you know, you pay the right price, you know, but it'll still be more than a Thai person. You're still going to be paying foreigner prices, but not as much. So if you're in this situation and you've scratched your bike and you haven't scratched it into anyone else, you should go to the police station first, take a police officer with you down there with you, and he will do his best to make sure you'll get a lower price, but again, it's still going to be quite expensive. Fortunately, this bike works fine. There's no mechanical problems with it. It's just plastic scratches, and yeah, a lot of it could probably be buffed out with a machine polisher. A heat gun would remove these plastics, but this bit here, you can see as it's gone through the lacquer, it's gone through the clear coat, it's literally gone through the paint itself. There might even be some little scratches on the headlight, but hopefully they don't see that part. What we think it's going to set back, it's likely going to set me around about 7,000 to 10,000. I'm not too sure exactly how much, but around that range. If I get it for cheaper, I'll be so happy. But again, it's a lesson learned. You've got to be really, really careful on these bikes. Always wear your helmet, and it's the sand. The sand is the problem. This happened because we were on sand. We literally hit the sand and the back wheel came out and everything went, you know, wrong because of the sand. The sand is really, really, it's everywhere, to be honest, especially on these off roads. The main roads you'll find. When you go off roads, most of it is sand, and if you hit a pot of sand, like a big large bit of sand, it's very easy for the bike to lose control, especially down the little roads when you're going through these you know, these smaller places. Well, what about insurance? Now, I spoke to a lady yesterday and she said that actually you can buy insurance for only 80 euros. You have to buy it before you rent the bike. So if you get this insurance, it would cover you, but then again, there's sort of a catch. You sort of need the right license, and in Thailand they really require you to have your own UK driving license or American driving license, international driving license, plus a special Thai pass that you have to get from the post office back at home. It's actually quite hard to get it here, and that might make it not cover you because you don't have that license if you don't have it. So just an international driving license might not be enough to get that insurance. Even if you do have a crash and then go to the insurance company, they might just say, look, sorry, we're not going to cover you because you don't have the right license. But guys, I hope you learned something from this. I've done a lot of research, I spoke to a lot of people because I'm in this situation, and I hope it helps somebody. If it helps you, please like this video, and what I do a ton of travel videos around Thailand. Subscribe! See you guys in the next one. Love ya!